Hi everyone, I'm going to go through the incentives 2020 from FM World UK. These are specific to the UK. If you are in any other part of the FM business, distribution do have their own incentives. Other countries also have their own incentives too. Okay, so let's talk about these. So we've got Voucher Hunter, Smart Start, Points Mania, Stairway to Success. We've got Fast Start, Get Rewarded, Become a Mobile Leader, Mercedes. We've got Welcome Home, and we have got the Maldives, which is going to change to Hamilton Island, Australia for 2021. Very, very soon when qualification starts for that. Okay, so this is going to be brilliant for new members or those looking to join the company, and they can see what they can get. You can get so much with FM World. You've got vouchers, you've got cash, you've got discounted fragrances, you've got cars, holidays, you've got loads. So the first one is Voucher Hunter. This is brilliant if you are if you do selling, party plan, do a lot of personal sales. If you hold your points, every product comes with points. So the more product you sell, the more points you earn. So 1,500 personal points every single month for 5 months will get you a £150 voucher. If you do 2,000 every month, you're going to get 200. If you do gold, which is 2,500 personal points every month for 5 months, you're going to get 250 quid. And the top one is platinum, which is 3,000 points. And if you do that every month for 5 months, you're going to get 300 quid. You can do this twice. So if you do it from January onwards and February onwards, you can do it twice. February is the last month to start it to be able to do this twice. There is rules on all of these incentives that you can download in the FM UK back office. So please go onto the main website, have a look at Incentives 2020 tab, and you can download the PDF and, read the rules and the terms. This one, the Voucher Hunter, ends the 30th of November 2020. And again, it is only available to those in the UK business. Right, again, this is one of my most favorite incentives. It is Smart Start. So if you were to sign up to FM today, that will be classed as day one. You have 9 more days to make the most of these discounts. It's 60% off the RRP prices. So for example, you would, as a distributor, you would pay £10.90 for a 50ml fragrance. In your first 10 days, you're going to get that for £7.63. You get 5 of those, and you can sell them on at retail price, which is £14.90. So you literally double, you're doubling your money, and it's an amazing way to get started, getting a fragrance for yourself to wear and show your friends. So you can also do the Slim Extreme. That's £60 retail. You can buy that in your first 10 days for £28. It's amazing. So check out those offers. Now, if you were to join FM and you're maybe watching this or listening to this in December 2020 and you were to join, I don't know, the 26th of December 2020, you only have 6 days to take that offer up because this incentive ends on the 31st of December. If you were to join on the 30th of December, you were only going to have 2, including day 1, which is the 30th, and the 31st, which is your second day, to make the most of this offer. Right, another amazing incentive is the discounted fragrances. If you do 400 personal points every single month, your bottles accumulate. So January, you do 400 points, you're going to get 1 bottle at 30% off the distributor prices. So again, you're getting £7.63. So you're getting 60% basically off the brochure price. So you do it January, 400 personal points. You do it February, exactly the same. You're going to get 2 bottles and 3 bottles and 4 bottles. And if you do 1,200 personal points, you get 3 bottles. 800 personal points is 2 bottles, and the 400 is 1. So you can get a ton of fragrances of your choice that are the pure range, £7.63. And again, there are rules on this. You have to be in the UK office. Stairway to Success. I love this incentive because this is for people who joined before January 2020. If you joined February 2020, March 2020, you cannot take part in this incentive, but you can take part in the other ones, which are like Fast Start. So if you joined before January 2020 and you hit 6% in October 2020, that's your base month, you then need to do 9% 3 months running to get 70 quid cash. Then, for example, you maybe go from 9% to 18%. You can get the 12, 15% cash pots that are there, and it just mounts up. You get a big bundle. One month you're going to be a happy person with a big payday. So you have to hold these levels and not drop. Like Points Mania, you cannot drop from doing 400 personal points and then suddenly do 300 one month. That's it, you're out of that incentive. Exactly the same as this. If you go 9%, 12%, 12%, you then cannot get that 12% incentive because you have to hold it for 3 months solid. If you do, well, you could do 12% the month after and then you would get it. But bad example. So let's say if you've done 15%, 15%, 12%, you cannot do that 15% level again because you've dropped after hitting it. That's a better way to explain it. So then you would have to wait and do 18% for 3 months. Also, you cannot be over the max leg. You have to be under 60%. Speak to your sponsor about max legs and all that sort of jazz. If I, for example, had earned Points Mania, Stairway to Success last year, I couldn't do it again on my main ID, but I could do it on an additional ID. So this is why additional IDs are so powerful, because if you, like me, and you've got loads of additional IDs because you've hit levels and you've got them, accumulated, you can go for this on every single additional ID you've got. You've just got to hit that 9%, hold it, hit 12%, hold it, hit 15%, hold it, and you get those cash bundles. Okay, Fast Start. This is for new members joining the company. If you joined January and in February and all January you're team building like mad, you've maybe brought a team with you from another company, or you just know everybody, you've signed them up because they want to earn discounts, they want to earn these incentives, they want to, just get all these perfumes. Sign them all up in that first month. Then they're placing orders. Then month 2, you smash those levels, your team are building, the team are ordering, their teams are recruiting, then you can get to 15% level and get 400 quid cash your following month. Then it's duplicating again. Your team is still building. They're still bringing in new people. You're still bringing in new people. You're doing sales. Then in your third month, you hit 21% level. You're going to get 800 quid cash. But don't worry, if you don't do it quick like that in 3 months, hitting 21%, you've got 5 months to do it and you can get £400. So your first month, and your second month, you're still building and you haven't hit the 15%. But in month 3, you hit 15%, you are going to get 200 quid. 4th month, you're maintaining that 15%, but in the 5th month, you do 21, you're going to get 400 quid. Again, this one has to be under the 60% max leg. You can't have one person under you putting all the volume in because they're earning their own incentives because they're doing a lot of work. You need to do more work and add more people outside of that strong leg into your business. This incentive Get Rewarded is for those that hit Orchid Club for the first time or Star. So if you were building, like we've just discussed on the Fast Start, and you get to 21%, your next level is Pearl Orchid. To get to Pearl Orchid, you have to have one person in your team under you at 21% and also have 20,000 points outside of them. Then you reach Pearl Orchid. You will get a one-off cash payment bonus of £500. It doesn't matter if you're over 60% on this one, you will get that one-off payment, whatever. If you do Amaranth, which means you have 3 people under you at 21%, you're going to get 1,000. If you do Golden, which means you've got 3 pearls under you somewhere in separate legs, you get 2,000. Diamonds, 5 pearl orchids, and you get 3,000. Then you've got Jasper and then the Amethyst Star. So there's lots and lots of money to be had at this. And like the Stairway to Success, you have to place at least 150 points on the ID that you've hit and qualified on to earn that money. So at 10 o'clock at night when the tree shuts month end and you haven't placed 150 points on your main ID, you're going to miss out on these bonuses. So make sure you're telling your team and that you know that you need to place 150 points on Get Rewarded and Stairway to Success, and also for the car plans too. The first car plan that you can achieve is at 21% level. Back in the day when I qualified for the Peugeot, it was a Peugeot. We just had to have a Peugeot. You couldn't have any other car. But now you get a choice. You can choose whatever car you want leased, and you have to do at least 40,000 points, and 30,000 points are not included on this. So you have to be careful that your outside legs, oh no, sorry, that's for the next car. You have to just read the rules on this. You've got to have at least 40,000 points, hold it for 3 months. But one of your legs, if you've got a 21% leg, you can't have more than 15,000 points going towards that total of the 40,000. It gets very technical when we start talking about cars, but do not worry. Download the PDF, speak to your sponsor, and read the terms. This incentive, you have to have under 60% max leg also. And the rules are all there to be read. And you'll get 170 quid from FM for every month you hit 21%. Under 60% rule, you'll get that money paid into your bank. But if you drop, you have to pay that cash yourself. Same with the Mercedes. If you are Pearl Orchid and your group volume is 50,000 points, you will get 200 quid put into your bank towards the payment of that car. If suddenly one month you do 80,000 points, you're still getting that car, but you're going to get 300 quid for that car payment that month. When you do Amaranth, if you were to take a car plan at Amaranth level, you get £400 paid into your account to cover any car. You can have any single car you want, not just a Mercedes, any car. You will get paid £400 every single month you hit Amaranth. But if you drop to Pearl one month, you don't even get Pearl money because you signed up for that car at Amaranth level. So you have to hit Amaranth level to get that 400 quid. Otherwise, it's coming out of your own money to pay for that car. So just be aware when you are looking at taking a car, at what level you are going to get it. And when I got my Mercedes, I got it on Pearl level because I knew I was always hitting Pearl. I would never drop below Pearl. And I just knew every single month that car would be paid. So just hold your levels for a few months, see how it goes. You can see what's going to happen in the future, then get your car. Okay, again, there's rules in that. That's the 30,000. One of your 21% leg at Pearl cannot be only 30,000 points. So if your team does 50,000 points that leg, you don't get the car because it's over. Only 30,000 points are taken into account from that 21% leg. This is an amazing incentive, the Welcome Home. This one is direct to you from Poland, and it's 500 euros that you will get put into your bank account every month you hold this structure, which it's about 430 quid on top of your 21 bonus, on top of your Pearl bonus, on top of your Amaranth bonus, on top of your own sales commission. You can make a shitload of money on these incentives, believe me. So you need to have 6 legs, front line, doing 5,000 points minimum each. You could have a Pearl leg, you could have a 21 leg, you could have a 10,000, you could have 11,000 leg. But each one of them has to do at least 5,000 points and you can qualify for that Welcome Home cash incentive. This incentive is only available to those at 21, Pearl Orchid or Amaranth Orchid level. Maldives 2020. This is where we are going in November this year. We went in January 2019 to the same place. It is amazing. It is breathtaking. It is not like that. It looks, super photoshopped, but when you get there, it is really as blue as you see, and the sand is as white as that sand. It is breathtaking. So once you get to Pearl Orchid level and hold that for 5 months, any 5 months in the qualification period, you are getting a room in the Maldives. To get your flights, you have to team build, and your team needs to team build. And for every new person in your team that does points and places orders in the first month, gets you closer to getting your ticket. But if you are Amaranth and above, hit it Amaranth for 7 times in qualification, you get a ticket for 2 people and you get the flights for 2 people also. Pearls have to work a little bit harder at getting the flights, but 5 times they get a single invitation. They have to work for the flights. If you do it for 8 times, you are going to get a double invitation. So hold Pearl for 8 times and you get a ticket for 2 people. And again, the flights are not included for Pearl Orchid. You have additional qualifications to do for that. And this is on this slide here. For a £700 flight voucher for one person, that Pearl Orchid has to bring in 50 new business partners personally who do over 250 points in the first 30 days. If that's not going to happen, they have to have 100 new business partners outside of their strongest leg in their first 30 days doing 250 points. So that's for one ticket, and for two tickets, that doubles. It's actually more than that. So look at the qualifications, at what you need for the flights, because this incentive ends May 30. Is it 30 days? September, April, June, 31st. May 31st. This ends. It's right there. It's in front of me. 31st of May 2020. This qualification ends. Then you have to maintain your level constantly, again through, well, you can't drop lower than one level. So you have to not drop below 21% Pearl Orchid. Amaranth can't drop below Pearl Orchid in June, July and August. And that is it. That is everything to do with that incentive. All of the incentives are so doable. You can all go for them. Put them on a vision board. Aim for something. Pick one incentive and just go for it. But there's so much cash, holidays. Next year we're going to Hamilton Island in Australia, and that will be qualifying at Pearl Orchid. So make it a goal this year to reach Pearl Orchid, because then you are already ahead of the game for qualifying for Australia. So I hope that's been of some value to you and you understand the incentives a little bit more. But again, please speak to your sponsor about them, or just simply log into the FM World UK website, scroll down on your left, the main menu, and it says Incentives 2020. Pick one, pick two, pick three, and go for them all. Yeah, so good luck.